It's time for high school basketball game night. Now here's your play-by-play announcers for tonight's game.
Dothan High School, where the Dothan Lady Tigers are hosting the Lady Wildcats from Enterprise. Hi, I'm Mick Kirkland, and I'll be bringing you all of the action tonight between these two rivals. Enterprise inbounds the ball to, that's number 10. And they throw it out of bounds, so it's going to be the Lady Tigers ball. Well, no, it stays with the Enterprise. Ball inbounded, put up, missed, and the rebound goes to number 24 for Dothan, Darlene Cover. Ward brings it across the midcourt for the Lady Tigers. These two teams met earlier this year, and they lost to Enterprise. So they're here for revenge tonight. The Tigers are. Over to Talley, back to Ward. Ward goes for a three. It's off the mark, and the rebound is to Enterprise. Number 35, Alicia Campbell, with the ball for the Lady Wildcats. Drive to the basket, and she loses it out of bounds, so it's going to be the Lady Tigers ball. Bringing it down is Charmaine Ward, number 23 for the Tigers. She gets it over to Talley. Lady Tigers are just working around. Ward goes for another three. That was off the mark. And the rebound goes to number 3 for Enterprise, and they're out on the fast break. Turnaround jumper is off, and the rebound goes to Brittany Walker. Neither team have scored. We played almost 2 minutes here in the opening period. Shot up by number 10 for Dothan, Brittany Walker for 2, and she scores the first points of the game. LaToya Terry with it. She takes it in and has a foul called. Foul called on number 20 for Dothan. That's Jasmine Kenlope. Her first, the team's first. First attempt by Terry is off. Second attempt up, and she makes 1 of 2, so it's a 2-1 game. Dothan leading Enterprise by 1. Ward with it for the Lady Tigers. And they try to get it into Walker, and they tied up, and they call a jump ball. Possession error favors the Lady Wildcats. Taking it out is number 10, Ashton Coleman. Coleman fakes, and they call her for double dribbling. So it's going to be the Lady Tigers ball. Both teams a little slow getting started tonight. Enterprise has an 11-4 record. Dothan 14-3, but Enterprise has a 1-game lead in the region, in the area, that is. Basket by number 24 for Dothan. That's Darlene Carver. So Dothan's up 4-1. And Tally steals it away from Enterprise and hands it off to Ward. Ward into number 24. That was Darlene Carver, and she's fouled. Foul called on number 32, Ashley Smith, her first, the team's second, the team's first. So Carver puts up a free throw. Into the game is number 23, Mary Robertson, and out is number 3, LaToya Terry. Second shot up and good. That's 4 points for Carver here in the opening period. Dothan takes a 6-1 lead, and they are in a press, but they're able to get it out to Alicia Campbell, who brings it across the midcourt. And they pass it back to Campbell, who goes in, and she's fouled. Foul called on number 10, Brittany Walker, her first. Alicia Campbell at the line. She misses the first of 2. Walker goes out of the game, and into the game goes number 25, D. Jackson. Second shot is up and good, so Enterprise is 2 of 4 from the line, and their only 2 points so far in the game have come from behind the free throw line. They tried to get it into cover, and it was knocked out of bounds by Mary Robinson. LaWanda Taylor takes it out for the Lady Tigers, and she throws a high pass to Ward, who jumps up and catches it. Over to Tally. D. Jackson. She gets it back to Ward. Ward dishes it off to Tally, who loses it. And she tried to get it over to number 21, Jackie Murray, and it goes out of bounds off of the Wildcats, so it's going to be the Lady Tigers ball. Tally inbounds it to Ward. 3 minutes, 32 seconds left in the opening period. Dothan up by 4 by a score of 6-2. A slow start for both teams. Enterprise has yet to score a field goal in this game, and we are down to 3 minutes left in the first. Ward gets it in, and a nice feed over to number 25, D. Jackson for 2. Dothan up 8-2. 2:43 left in the first. They get it in to number 32. That's number 35, Alicia Campbell. She's fouled. Foul called on number 24, Darlene Carver, her first. That's the team's third, team's fourth. Campbell makes that one. She's 2 of 3 from the line. Second free throw up, and it's good. So it's an 8-4 Dothan lead. And they turn it over. No, it's still, it was out of bounds off of Enterprise, so it's the Lady Tigers ball. Ward brings it up for the Lady Tigers. She gets it across midcourt. We haven't seen Ward penetrate tonight. She's normally takes it inside some, but she's taken all of her shots from outside. She has 2 points in the game. Pass the ball over to Shara Dick, who puts it up, and it rolls around the rim and rolls out. Foul called on number 21, Jackie Murray, her first. That's the team's second. At the line is number 15, Shara Dick. And she shoots it, an air ball. It falls way short. Out of the game is Darlene Culver. Into the game is number 21, Camilla Kirkland. Second shot by Dick is good. Dothan on top by 5, 9-4. 1:44 left in the opening period. 3-point shot. And it's good, coming from number 35, Alicia Campbell. That's her 6th point of the game. And we have a foul on the play. Foul called on number 35, Alicia Campbell. Couple of substitutions into the game. Number 10 is in. Brittany Walker, and number 24, Darlene Culver, back in. LaWanda Talley takes it out for the Lady Tigers. She gets it in. They get it over to Culver, who puts it up. And it's off the mark. And out on the fast break are the Lady Wildcats, who get the rebound on the miss. Foul called on number 23, Charmaine Ward. Her first. At the line is number 32, Ashley Smith. Enterprise has cut that lead down to 2 points. It's a 9-7 lead. Smith misses the first of 2. Ward out of the game, and in goes number 12, Whitney McLeod. She hits 1 of 2. So it's a 1-point game. 9-8. And we're going to have an over the back called on number 35, Alicia Campbell. That's going to be her 2nd foul, and that could spell trouble for the Lady Wildcats. Talley inbounds the ball to McLeod. Under a minute left in the opening period. Dothan leading by 1, 9-8. Cover. She passes it over to, that was number 10 taking the shot, Brittany Walker. Enterprise out. Coleman puts it up, and it's partially blocked and saved back to McLeod, who slows it down and sets it back up. Talley drives the baseline, puts it up, and it goes in. A nice baseline drive that time by LaWanna Talley for her first basket of the game. The Wildcats come right back, and they didn't do a very good job of time management. They let the clock run out without getting off a shot. So at the end of one, the score is Dothan 11 and Enterprise 8. Hello and welcome back to the campus of Dothan High School, where we're getting ready to start the second period of play between the Dothan Lady Tigers and the Enterprise Lady Wildcats. Hi, I'm Mick Kirkland, bringing you all of the action. And after the one period, Dothan's leading by 3, 11-8. Talley drives the baseline, puts it up again. That time it's off, and Enterprise gets the rebound. They're off to the races to get it over to Emily Davis. Shot for 3. It's off the mark. That was by Ashton Coleman. Talley gets the rebound. She brings it down for the Lady Tigers, sets it up over to McLeod. Down to Cover. Cover drives. Puts it up, banks it off the glass for 2. Darlene Cover with her 6th point of the game. So we have a timeout on the court with 7:18 left in the first half. And the Lady Tigers are leading the Lady Wildcats 13-8. It's going to be the Lady Wildcats ball. They called a timeout to kind of talk things over. Davis brings it down. She drives and she looks and she passes it out to number 21, Murphy. And a turnaround shot by the Lady Wildcats. They missed, and Cover gets the rebound to Ashley McLeod, McLeod, who sets it up. And a three-point attempt by Talley. It's no good, but possession error is going to go toward Enterprise, so it's going to be the Lady Wildcats ball. Ashton Coleman takes it out for the Lady Wildcats. They are trailing by 5, 13-8. Campbell brings it down. Shot up and missed, and Davis gets the rebound and keeps it alive for the Lady Wildcats. Campbell drives it. Shot put up, missed, and another putback. Enterprise is doing an outstanding job on the boards rebounding. Dothan's got to do a better job of blocking out, and foul called on number 24. Enterprise did a really good job of keeping that ball alive on the offensive boards. At the line is number 32, Ashley Smith. She's 1 of 2 from the line. She misses her first. Two substitutions into the game. In goes number 20, Jasmine Cantaloupe, and number 25, Dee Jackson. And they missed both free throws, and Cantaloupe comes down with the rebound. Over to Whitney McLeod. They try to get it into Brittany Walker, and it's knocked out of bounds by the Lady Wildcats. The ball is inbounded to McLeod. Over to Jackson. To Talley. Jackson puts it up. Misses, and Campbell gets the rebound for the Wildcats. And they're off to the races. She get it over to Davis, and it rolls off her fingertips, and it's going to be the Lady Tigers ball. 5:34 left in the second period. Dothan still leading by 5, 13-8. Dothan's only managed to put up 2 points in the period, and Enterprise is yet to score. Tally drives, and she decides to kick it back out. Cantaloupe turns around, shoots it, and rebound is by Ashley Smith. Gets it over to Davis. To Campbell. Over to Coleman. Coleman drives toward the basket. McLeod goes in, lays it up with the left hand for 2. Whitney McLeod, her first basket of the game. Tigers up 15-8, 4:36 left in the second period. Coleman out to Davis. Over to Coleman. They get it into Smith, who turns and banks it off the glass for 2. Ashley Smith, her first field goal of the game. She has 3 points, 15-10, Dothan leading. Shot up and it's good, coming from number 25, Dee Jackson. One surprise here, we haven't seen Charmaine Ward out here in the second period. Coleman over to Campbell. Campbell with it to Davis. Davis puts it up. Missed, and it's going to be a foul called on number 20. Jasmine Cantaloupe, that's her second foul. At the line is number 23, Marty Howell. She gets the bounce, and it's good. Substitutions into the game. Ward's back in for Dothan, along with Darlene Cover, and out goes Whitney McLeod and Jasmine Cantaloupe. Second shot is up, and it's good. That was Mary Robinson making the free throws. So it's a 17-12 Dothan lead. Inbound the ball to Kirkland, to Tally. Jackson brings it across, gives it up to Ward. 3 minutes, 8 seconds left in the second period. Dothan and Enterprise. Enterprise leading the area by 1 game. They're 2-1, and Dothan's 1-1 in area play. They give it to Ward. She passes off to Jackson. Ward tries to get it into she tries to get it into one of her teammates, and she ties the ball up, and they call a jump ball, so possession arrow stays with the Lady Tigers. They inbound the ball to Ward, who gets a nice feed down to Number 24, Darlene Coven. Outstanding assist that time coming from Charmaine Ward. Shot up, missed, and rebound by Ashley Smith. She misses on a second attempt, and LaWanna Taylor gets the rebound for the Lady Tigers. They're up by 7, 19-12. The Lady Tigers are taking their time. Shot up and good by number 25, D. Jackson. That's 6 points for Jackson. The Lady Wildcats come right back, and it's blocked by Kirkland, and a putback by number 11. That's Keisha Miller. Just over a minute left, about a minute and 14 left in the period. Ward been defended by Coleman. And Coleman gets the steal. And she's fouled. Foul called on number 25, D. Jackson, her first. At the line is number 10, Ashton Coleman. Second attempt by Coleman. It's off. And the Lady Tigers save it right back into the hands of the Lady Wildcats, who turn it over. Foul called on Alicia Campbell. That's going to be her third foul. That could definitely spell trouble for the Lady Wildcats. Talley takes it out for the Lady Tigers. Inbounds it to Cover, who gets it over to Jackson. And she gets it to Ward, who puts it up for two. Charmaine Ward, her second basket of the game. It's actually her first points of the game. Jump ball, so it stays with the Lady Wildcats, who are trailing by 9, 23-14. 36 seconds left in the first half. Lady Wildcats with it. Number 21 is called for traveling that time. It got caught on Murphy's hip, and she couldn't do anything with it and called for traveling. So Murphy goes out of the game. Back into the game is number 3, Terry. And a bad pass that time by the Lady Tigers. And Cover gets the rebound, gets it to Ward, who puts it up, and she's fouled. I believe it was called on number 3. Ward at the line for the first time tonight. Ward's second shot up is good. She's 2 for 2 from the line, total of 4 points. And the Lady Tigers are up by 11. Cover takes it, and time runs out to end the first half. So at halftime, the score is the Lady Tigers 25, the Lady Wildcats 14. We'll be back after this timeout. Hello and welcome back to the campus of Dothan High School. We are at halftime getting ready to start the third period of play where the Lady Tigers of Dothan are hosting the Lady Wildcats of Enterprise. Hi, I'm Mitt Kirkland, and the Lady Tigers are leading by 11 points, 25-14. Leading scores in the first half for the Lady Tigers. Leading score was number 24, Darlene Cover, who put up 8 points, and 6 coming from D. Jackson. 3-2, that's Ashley Smith. It's her second foul. Leading scorer for Enterprise was number 35, Alicia Campbell. At the line is number 20 for the Lady Tigers, Jasmine Canlope, who misses the first free throw. She misses them both. And the Lady Wildcats throw it away. Substitution into the game. In comes number 4, Emily Davis. Now goes number 35, Alicia Campbell. Lady Tigers inbounded to Charmaine Ward, who had just 4 points in the first half. Walker. And they get a 5-second call against the Lady Tigers, so they turn it right back over to the Lady Wildcats. Terry puts it up. It's short. Davis gets the rebound, and she's fouled. They're going to call a foul on number 22, LaWanna Talley. That's her first, and the first team foul of the second half. Davis puts up her first free throw attempt. It's no good. Enterprise hadn't done a very good job of shooting from the foul line. They've had a lot of opportunities. That time Davis hits the second. Ward gets it. And she takes it down and she puts it up, and she's hit pretty hard. Foul called on number 32, I believe it was. If it is, it's her third foul. Ward is 2 of 2 from the line. Make it 3 of 3. So Ward misses the second one. And they get the rebound, and the shot was off the mark, and Coleman gets the rebound for the Lady Wildcats, and she takes it in. And we're going to have a foul called on number 20, Jasmine Cantaloupe. That's her third. I think what we'll see here in the second half, it looks like Enterprise is going to try to attack the basket more and be a lot more aggressive, taking it inside. Coleman's 0 of 2 from the line. Make it 1 of 3. She misses the second. Ward's been defended by Davis. And she getting it into Walker. And it goes right through the legs of Talley. Lady Tigers still up by 10, 26-16. They led 11-8 at the end of one, and then took a 25-14 halftime lead in. Shot up by number 32, Ashley Smith. Smith had, she had 3 points in the first half. So she has a total of 5. So with 6:27 left in the third period, the score is Dothan 26, Enterprise 18. The Lady Tigers are preparing to inbound the ball after the timeout. They get it in to Walker, who gets it to Ward, who dishes off a nice assist down to number 10, Brittany Walker. A nice assist coming that time from Charmaine Ward. Lady Tigers back up by 10, 28-18. Coleman with it for the Lady Wildcats. Over to Terry. Terry tries to force it in that time, and it's stolen by Luana Talley of the Tigers. Ward brings it down. Cover to Talley. To Walker. She gets it over to Ward. Ward drives. And she puts it up, and she's fouled. Foul called on number 4, Emily Davis, her first. That would be the team's third of the half. At the line is Charmaine Ward. She's 3 of 4 from the line. She has a total of 5 points. Ward's missed the last 2 free throws. Jackson back in and Cantaloupe out. So Ward misses both of her free throws, but they get the rebound. Walker saves it. Over to Talley. To Jackson. Cover. And they get it into Brittany Walker. And she's fouled. Foul called on number 10, Ashton Coleman, her first. At the line is Brittany Walker. This is her first time at the line tonight. She has a total of 4 points in the game and hits her first free throw. Second shot up and off. Ball goes out to Murray, and she loses it, and Talley picks it up, and she gets it to Ward, who takes it down, and she goes in with it. Foul called on number 23, Mary Robinson, her first. And so with timeout on the court, the score with 4:35 left in the third, 29 for Dothan, 18 for Enterprise. Charmaine Ward at the line. Ward is only she's 3 of 6 from the line. She's normally a pretty high free throw percentage shooter. And she misses another one. She's missed 4 in a row, and that is definitely a rarity. Five in a row. Aston Coleman brings it up for the Lady Wildcats. Emily Davis. And it's taken away by number 25, T. Jackson. She gets it to Charmaine Ward, who feeds it down to Darlene Cover for two. Ward hasn't been putting the points up tonight, but she's definitely making an impact in the assist department. 31-18, the biggest lead of the game for the Lady Tigers, 13 points. Aston Coleman gets it, puts it up, misses, and we have a jump ball. Possession error is going to stay with Enterprise, so it's going to be the Lady Wildcats ball. Taking it out is number 21, Jackie Murray. She gets it into Coleman. Coleman being defended by Ward. She spins, puts it up, and it rolls in. Ashton Coleman. That's her first field goal of the game. Missed shot, and it's going to be off number 10, Brittany Walker. Substitution into the game is number 15, Cheryl Dick, and out goes Brittany Walker. Emily Davis inbounds the ball to Ashton Coleman, who puts it up and in. Coleman has come down and hit a couple of shots in a row. She has a total of 5 points. So it's down to a 9-point lead. Ward takes it. And a foul is called against the Lady Wildcats. Foul called on number 21, Jackie Murray. Unofficially, that's a second. Ward takes it out. She gets it into cover, and it's knocked away by Murray. Into Talley, who feeds it back to Ward. 2 minutes, 46 seconds left in the third. The Lady Tigers up by 9. They've led by as many as 13. Foul called on number 21, Jackie Murray. That's her third. The Lady Tigers are in the 1-1. In the bonus at the line is number 15, Cheryl Dick, who's 1 of 1 from the line tonight. It's missed, but she gets a rebound. And Ashton Coleman comes up with the loose ball. And Ward comes up with the steal. Puts it up and banks it, and it's off. And Coleman on the fast break goes up and in. So Coleman's put up 6 straight points for the Lady Wildcats. Foul called on number 4, Emily Davis, her second. At the line is Charmaine Ward, who's missed the last 5 free throws. She's only hit 3 of 8. She makes that one. Dothan back on top by 8, 32-24. So Ward makes both of those. She has 7 points in the game. And they forced a turnover that time. Tally to Ward. That time they tried to force the pass in and tried to get it to Coleman. And Ward gets it. Coleman's down, so they stop the action. Lady Tigers take it out. Inbound it to Ward. Over to Jackson, who gets it to cover. Cover. Drives it. Gets it to Tally, who puts it up and in for 2. Good strong move that time by LaWanna Tally. Foul called on number 4. Emily Davis, her third. So at the line is LaWanna Tally. She can make a 3-point play out of it. Tally puts it up and misses. Foul call against the Lady Tigers. Call against number 24, Darlene Carver, her third. Dothan back up by 11, 35-24. 1:18 left in the third. They get it into Coleman. She's been defended by Ward. Out to Davis, who puts it up. And it's going to be out of bounds off of the Lady Tigers, so the ball will remain with the Lady Wildcats. Taking it out is number 21, Jackie Murray. And she gets it over to number 14, Ashley Stallworth. And she's fouled. Foul called on number 24, Darlene Carver, and that's her fourth unofficially. Stallworth up. First free throw is good. Her first points of the game. Carver comes out, and back into the game is Cantaloupe. Back to a 10-point lead, 35-29, under a minute left in the third period. The Lady Tigers leading. So she makes both of her free throws. Ward puts it up and in for 2. Charmaine Ward. 37-26, the Lady Tigers. Fouls called on Jasmine Cantaloupe. That's going to be her fourth. Brittany Walker's back into the game, and Cantaloupe comes out. Ashton Coleman. He sets it up. She's defended by Walker. Davis. Foul is going to be called on number 15, Shara Dick. So at the line is number 4, Emily Davis, who's 1 of 2 from the line. Davis gets the roll. She makes both of them. This is back to a 9-point lead. They get it to Ward. She's being defended by Coleman, and Ward gets it across midcourt. She's looking at the clock. Ward puts it up at the buzzer, and it's off the mark. So we come up to the end of 3 with the score. The Lady Tigers 37, the Lady Wildcats 28. We'll be back after this timeout. Hello and welcome back as we get ready to start the 4th and final period of action, where the Lady Tigers of Dothan are hosting the Lady Wildcats of Enterprise. I'm Rick Kirkland bringing you the action tonight, and the Lady Tigers are up by 9 points, 37-28. They've led the entire game. They get it into number 10, Brittany Walker, who is fouled by number 10, Ashton Coleman. Walker goes to the line. She has 5 points in the game. She's 1 of 2 from the line. She'll be shooting 2. She misses the first. Second shot up, and it's off. Coleman has it. She's setting up the play. To Davis. Davis tries to get it in, and it's taken away by number 15, and Ward comes up with it, and she goes out. And a pass over to number 25, D. Jackson for 2. That's 8 points for Jackson. Ashton Coleman comes right back, passes it over to Davis. Davis puts it up. It misses, but gets her own rebound, puts it back up. And Enterprise is doing an excellent job rebounding, and it goes to Ashton Coleman, who hits a big three-pointer. And they steal the ball, and they call a timeout. So we're down to an 8-point game, 39-31. The Lady Wildcats will be taking it out. 6 minutes, 38 seconds left in this game. A lot of time left. They're trailing by 8. And Ward comes up with the steal. And she hesitates, puts it up for 2. Charmaine Ward takes it to the hoop. Foul called on number 32. Ashley Smith, that's unofficially her 4th. Ward with 11 points. Make it 12. Dothan back up by 11, 42-31. They get it over to Coleman, who puts up a 3. And we have a foul on the play. Foul called on number 25, G. Jackson. Her second. At the line is number 23, Mary Robinson. Robinson has 2 points. She's 2 of 2 from the free throw line. She misses. And the Lady Tigers get the rebound. They get it over to Ward. Ward's been defended by Terry. Ward takes it to the hoop, puts it up. She misses, and it's going to be out of bounds off of Campbell. Well, evidently it was out of bounds off the Lady Tigers. They're going to try to get the ball in the hands of their playmaker, number 10, Ashton Coleman, who's had an outstanding game. Shot up and short by Alicia Campbell. So it's going to be the Lady Tigers ball. 5:34 left. They're up by 11, 42-31. They get it to Walker, who gets it across midcourt over to Dick. She gets it to Ward, and Coach Flemings wants a timeout. So at the end of, we have 5 minutes, 20 seconds left in the period. It's 42-31, the Lady Tigers. The Lady Tigers will be inbounding the ball after the timeout. They get it into D. Jackson. Jackson to Dick. She gets it back to Jackson, who's being defended by Davis. Jackson puts it up, and she's fouled, and I believe it's going to be called on number 4, Davis, Emily Davis. If it is, it will be unofficially her 4th foul. Jackson has 8 points. This is her first time at the line tonight. She puts it up, and it's off. Second shot up, and she connects on that one. So Dothan back up by 12. And Campbell had it and lost it, but they were able to get it back. Goes over to Davis. And over to Coleman. Traveling call against Coleman. That time she was a little out of control, and they turned the ball over to the Lady Tigers. 4 minutes, 41 seconds left in the fourth. They get it down to D. Jackson, who puts it up and in for 2 more. D. Jackson with 11 points. Dothan up by 14, which is their biggest lead of the game. They led by 13 earlier in the game. Davis has it. She gets it over to Coleman, who gives it to Campbell. Campbell drives, and she puts it up, and she's fouled. Blocking foul called. Foul called on number 25, D. Jackson. At the line is number 35, Alicia Campbell. Campbell had 6 points. She's 3 of 4 from the line. And it falls short, and Walker gets the rebound. D. Jackson gets it down for the Lady Tigers, gets it over to Charmaine Ward. Walker gets it over to Ward, who puts it up, and she's fouled by number 21, Jackie Murray. Unofficially, that's Murray's 4th foul. Ward at the line shooting 2. She has 11 points in the game. Make it 12. Dick comes out of the game along with Walker and Talley. In goes McLeod, Cantaloupe. So Ward makes both of those free throws. Good pass down to number 32, Ashley Smith, and she's fouled on the attempt. Foul called on number 23, Charmaine Ward. That's her second. 3 minutes, 23 seconds left. The Lady Tigers on top by 16, which is their biggest lead of the game. They had led by 13 and 14 at one time. Number 32, that one's good from Ashley Smith. Smith has 6 points in the game. LaWanna Talley back into the game, and Jasmine Cantaloupe goes to the bench. She misses a second shot. Murray takes it out. And they get it into Campbell, and it's taken away by Jackson. And there's a battle for the ball, and Enterprise comes up with it. There's some discussion going on between the officials. That was a foul called on Talley. At the line is number 21, Jackie Murray. And she misses the free throw, and Ward gets the rebound. 2 minutes, 55 seconds left. The Lady Tigers still up by 15. Ward saves it over to Jackson, who gets it to McLeod. And she tries to get it to Talley, and Campbell travels with it. She couldn't control it, so the ball will go back to the Lady Tigers. 2 minutes, 21 seconds left. The Lady Tigers up by 15. If they win this game, they will be tied for first place in the area. Taylor gets it into cover. And she's fouled by number 23, Mary Robinson. So Taylor's going to the line to shoot 2. She has 4 points in the game. She's 0 of 1 from the line. Taylor's free throw is up, and it's good. Second one up is off the mark, but the rebound is by number 10, Whitney Walker, and she puts it back up for 2. So it's an 18-point Lady Tiger lead, and Ward comes up with the rebound, and boy, she's hit hard by number 35. Whoa. She's down. She was hit pretty hard that time. 35, Campbell. But boy, she's tough. She gets back up. So she's going to the line. I think Coach Fleming wants a timeout. So with 1:53 left in the fourth period, the score is Dothan 50, Enterprise 32. Charmaine Ward is at the line for the Lady Tigers. So Ward puts up her fourth in a row after missing 5 in a row earlier. Actually, that's her 6th in a row. So 7 in a row for Ward. So it's a 19-point Dothan lead with under 2 minutes left. Ashton Coleman takes it down. She's probably going to go for a 3. Oh, a foul. It's going to be called on number 12, Whitney McLeod. At the line is number 21, Jackie Murray, who's 0 of 1 from the line. Make it 0 of 2. Of 3, and the ball goes out of bounds off of Enterprise. Dothan up by 20 points, 52-32. LaWanda Taylor takes it out for the Lady Tigers. Get it into Darlene Culver, who gets it across midcourt, gets it over to Tally. To Jackson. They're just trying to take some time off the clock. Taylor takes it. She loses it but gets it back and dishes it off to Culver for 2. 12 points for Darlene Culver. Ashton Coleman with it. She pulls up for a 3 from downtown. It's off. Rebound and put back. No good. Good strong rebound by number 22 for Enterprise. Coleman goes back up with it. And another putback by the Lady Wildcats, and Culver finally comes down with it for the Lady Tigers. They're going to try to run the clock out, and Coleman's going to be called for the foul on Tally. So Tally's going to the line. She is 1 of 3 from the line. So Tally makes the first. 6 points for LaWanda Tally. She makes the second, so that gives her 7 points in the game. And that will be the final shot of the game, where the Lady Tigers with a huge area win 56-32 over the Lady Wildcats of Enterprise. Okay, now tallying up the points for the winning Lady Tigers. The leading scorer for the Lady Tigers was number 23, Charmaine Ward, who put up 16 points, followed by 11 points by Dee Jackson. And LaWanna Talley had 7, Brittany Walker 7, and Jasmine, Shara Dick had 3, Whitney McLeod 2. For the Lady Wildcats of Enterprise, the leading scorer was Ashton Coleman, who put up 10 points, 6 coming from Ashley Smith, 6 coming from Alicia Campbell, and 2 from Ashley Stallworth, 3 from Emily Davis, and 1 from Terry. So that's going to about wrap it up for this game. The Lady Tigers defeat the Lady Wildcats by a score of 56-32. On behalf of my cameraman David Kelly, this is Mick Kirkland saying good night from the Dothan High School Gymnasium. David, eject that tape.